Sarah, good to see you, darling. So good to see you. Listen, guys, I won't be on long, but I want to talk about my painful year. The year has just gotten started, hasn't it? It's been, let's see, 15 days in the new year, and it has been a painful one. And I want to share with you what's been going on. You know, like so many people, we bring in the new year. We've got to talk, Sarah. We've got to talk. We bring in the new year with so many expectations, so many hopes. And I'm like everyone else. I'm usually so very excited when God allows us to see a new year. And yet there's times too that I always wonder what will happen as we go into the new year, because I'm realistic. I know that you're going to have some heartaches. You're going to have some bereavement. You're going to have some pain. You're going to have some circumstances. You're going to have people who are not going to love you or like you or put you out. You're going to have some heartbreak and heartache. I get that. And yet, you know, I went through the first day, so very happy. Second day, I was home with my family, very happy. And the third day, I was working on some goals because I was about to launch so many things with my business, so many things I was about to launch. So excited, right, Sarah? So excited. And it got to the middle of the day, and I went to get up from my bed and having my laptop on my lap. And I was in such excruciating pain that I could barely walk. And the next day wasn't any better. I mean, I literally couldn't even turn over in bed. Couldn't get myself up. Couldn't get myself dressed. None of those things. And I went from doctor to doctor. And finally I was given some idea of what was wrong. But, you know, I respect medicine so very, very much. But at the same time, when some things we can never get the answer of why is this happening and what is the root cause, and sometimes we're not really getting that answer. And as I was faced with the possibility of having to take medication, I felt like the Lord said, wait one more day. I had been progressively getting better, but I was still in a lot of pain. And so I decided to wait one more day, and I saw that the Lord was actually healing me. And I am so excited about it. And I'm still in a little bit of pain, okay? I'm still struggling. I'm walking around like I'm about 80 years old. It's walking very slow. But I celebrate God for what He is doing, what He's doing in my life. But I said all this to say, not telling you to throw your medication away, not saying that, oh, look what happened to me. But what I am saying is that things in life don't always go the way that we plan. But it doesn't mean that God has forgotten about us. It doesn't mean that He doesn't have great plans for us. I know we make plans, right? But God does decide where we will go. And so we have to trust Him. We have to believe Him. Yes, He is worthy of being praised. We have to trust Him. We have to believe that He knows what He is doing. And, you know, I just still don't understand why I had to go through that pain. Someone who's extremely healthy. I don't take any medications. My mom, 74, no medications, healthy, strong. Her mom was that way. The only reason why that woman died at 94 is because she prayed and asked God just to send her home. She wanted to go home to glory, okay? And, you know, I sometimes you just don't understand it. But God knows. He does know. And no matter what it is that you're going through, you may be having a painful year. You may have lost family members. You may be sick. You may have had some disappointment, even some heartbreak. But just know that it will not always be that way. That even if you are still in that circumstance, He still can bring you joy. Hi, John. How are you? He can still bring joy into your heart. You may be crying now, but in the morning you will be laughing. In other words, during this time, it may be a dark phase, but there's always joy in the morning. You know, I went through a horrific time in my life, lots of them actually, but this one particular time, it was so dark. It was so gloomy. I tried to read my word, and I was crying so hard that the tears were wetting the thin pages of the Bible, and my eyes were blurry. I couldn't turn the page. I couldn't even read the word. That's how heartbroken I was. I tried to pray, and all I could do was groan and cry. But even in that, when I thought that all hope was lost, when I went to sleep, I guess God said, I can't talk to you any other way. You just a wailing and a crying. In my dream, I dreamt that I was in a dark place. And I knew that it was me because I could feel it was me. I could hear myself breathing. But I didn't know where I was. I had no clue. The next night was the same. The next night, I could tell that I was in a tunnel because there was just a pin of light. And that gave me the strength to go and see if I could get to that light. And the next few nights, the hole got bigger, the light got bigger as I worked my way through the tunnel. And before it was all over, I got to the end of the tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel was light and vegetation and happiness and clear waters and beauty. Was I still in that same situation? Yes, I was, because it was just a dream. But I believe that the Lord allowed me to dream that as an encouragement to say that it won't always be that way. If you can just make it to the light, if you can just get to the end of the tunnel, everything's going to be all right. It's painful now, darling. It's dark now. But if you can just make it one more day, just another second, just another hour. Hi, Jennifer. If you can just stretch out and make it, you're going to see vegetation. You're going to see light, happiness, and clear waters. And you know what? That dream did come to pass. It was many years ago. And I've been celebrating. I've been happy. I've been seeing vegetation and green, clear waters. God has been good to me. And he will be good to you. You just hold on. It was a painful year for me for 15 days, and even now, still painful. But each day, it's getting better. It's getting brighter. If you can just hold on, if we could just hold on, God is going to bring us through. Well, darlings, I've got to go, but I just want to encourage you today, darlings, to let you know that it's a painful year, but it's going to be all right. The storm is over now. You can make it to the end of the tunnel. Well, this is Toni Henderson-Mayers, darlings. That's right, Sarah. Just hold on. This is Toni Henderson-Mayers. I can be reached on the web at www.wisecourtship.com. I'm so glad you needed it. I can be reached all over social media under Wise Courtship or Toni Henderson-Mayers. All you have to do is Google me. Well, darlings, I've got to go, but just know I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. This is Toni Henderson-Mayers. Remember, darlings, I help you detect a lover worth living with. Goodbye.